God. Hello, everyone. Just give me a minute here. This is Commander Trium. Okay. 1 minute while we get ourselves set up and arranged here. All right. I think we're ready, almost. So today, some news to report. Commanders Marcus, Faramir, Alphabox are no longer part of any association I'll be involved with. Last night, as sometimes happens in Elite, unfortunately, I haven't quite figured out the phenomenon behind this, but as I've witnessed on YouTube and other places, there are users that will sometimes end up getting into conflicts with one another over stupid stuff. Now, last night I made a remark about the American president being kind of acting like an emperor because he doesn't have to disclose his taxes, he's exempt from criminal prosecution, and so on and so forth. Suddenly, I was getting called on by Faramir as being uneducated, ranting idiot, etc., etc. Some insulting language. And Marcus decided to leap in when I challenged him and pointed out my credentials, educationally. Suddenly, Marcus was accusing me of being going overboard and trying to put Faramir down. I was just stating the facts of my educational background in the strict vein of education. But then Marcus and Faramir together decided to re-edit what was being said, and suddenly I was guilty of trying to use my educational credentials to put down Faramir, and it was I who started it, and so on and so forth. And the whole argument about the president had been entirely forgotten. I mean, Trump is a controversial figure, I get that, but I mean, rational people, surely to God, can have rational conversations about rational subject matter, in my view, and that will always be the case. But I guess not in this case. So then that version of events went out to other people who didn't bother to get my side. I was suddenly expelled from squadrons, and on this went all day. I tried to back off and simply not engage. But I was being trolled. My Discord page was attacked, both by Alpha and by Commander Alphabox and Commander Marcus, both of whom have put messages into the content in my Discord page, and so it has gone all day. Therefore, I'm taking this opportunity to invite both of them to, all parties, to, for the last time before I take matters further to the authorities or others that might be able to help me with rather draconian measures, to back off. I'm not interested in talking to you. We obviously have different points of view and we're different people. You're in England, 4,000, 5,000 kilometers away. You have no reason to carry on like this whatsoever. It is not adult, it is not mature, it is childish, it is out of line, it is inappropriate. And I invite you one final time to back off. If you can't do that, I will take things to the membership of Discord, to your ISP, to whoever the hell will listen to me, in order to get you to stop from following me around and harassing me further. Just disengage. That's all I'm asking. It's really not that hard. You just don't do anything. You just don't talk about it. You just go live your lives. Do whatever it is you do. But I've grown to the point where I can't really put up with this anymore without some sort of response. And I think I've done my level-headed best to do that. And all day long this has been going on. So now I'm asking you to stop. Just stop. It's the right thing to do. Okay? We'll go our separate ways, and that will be that. That was always my intention from the beginning, and it remains my intention now. But if you can't do that, well, there are other avenues open to me, and I will use them. Okay, so that being said, we are now trying to get a hold of his squaddle. He's not answering right now. He goes AFK on his system periodically, and I think we're continuing our ongoing progress through the Empire, and we'll continue doing so for a couple hours today, probably finishing off the well, we might get involved in some combat. I have to bring my combat rating up, and I've retreated into my into a smaller vehicle to actually facilitate combat. When I get promoted to Baron in, excuse me, when I get promoted to Baron in the Empire, I intend to continue with getting a new ship, and hopefully that one will. I'm going to run some tests with it, but basically it's a ship model that in PvP mode was able to get through my Anaconda's defenses. Now, since then I've purchased a Corvette. My continued advancement will eventually result in me getting a cutter class vessel, but for now I'm just interested in the baronship within the Empire and improving rank overall. We did get a fighter earlier this week from the Guardians. We have to go back there and collect fighters as well. And there was going to be an ongoing conquest of exploration mission to the Formidine at the end of Distant Worlds. I'm not really willing to wait anymore till the end of Distant Worlds, so if anyone wants to, I've created a squadron, invested the money, whatever, the currency, the credits into a squadron build to facilitate the Formidine Rift exploration. We have to agree to minimum light year qualifying distances. We have to have some other errata worked out, and then we can proceed. But the first thing is to get at least 5 members to join up the Formidiners squadron, and you can just request that from the usual squadron menu if you're not already a member of the squadron. This would be taking off before the end of the month, so the month of March, so hopefully we'll see you before then. Otherwise I'll be going out on my own, because one way or another we are exploring the Formidine Rift. I'd like to do that with some like-minded people, if at all possible. And now we'll move into private group mode. created a server for myself and deleted the Marcus server, which I was no longer interested in participating on, obviously, given today's events. There is an article concerning, if you're curious, and I don't encourage you to read it, but there is an article that has described the dynamics that were involved in greater detail behind this. It's really... there have been some questions from people about it. That's why I created the post. I really just want to move on with what I'm doing here and play the game, and not really answer questions or talk to people about this further. So there is that article posted to the blog site, and it's not linked in from my Twitter account. It will be soon. I think in Twitter all I did was make a quick comment saying it's unfortunate Alpha didn't listen to both sides, or words to that effect, and announced the creation of the Formidiners. So, because I was kicked off of the... one of my complaints was that I was kicked off out of another group that was actually going to explore the Formidine Rift, but then all this crap happened, and I no longer was welcomed into that group. The handler of that group, again, Commander Alpha, decided to took it upon himself to believe hook, line, and sinker everything Marcus had to say about his version of events, and didn't bother to check with me. Not entirely surprised, given the fact Alpha is in Scotland and lives very close to Marcus. In fact, they've been friends for quite a while, apparently. But it would still, you know, I think it would have been the right thing to do. I was interested in that mission, and I had been waiting already about 3 weeks for the mission, for the Distant Worlds competition to end, specifically because I was waiting on Alpha to return from it to start the Formidine exploration. But that's no longer necessary, so we can start much sooner than that. Distant Worlds 2 will likely go well into April, so if not May, before its conclusion. Alright. Starport services. And we have to double check our transaction list. We don't have any. Okay, good. Friendly with that group. Friendly with that group. Okay. Okay, so here we have the brand new squadron. It's called Formidiners, FYI. And if you're looking for a short name, I think I don't know if it's available. You pissant! Oh my god. Oh my lord. This has been a very trying day. What I can't figure out is why these guys would bother coming. You know, if I'm really so terrible a person, as they have said in numerous posts now at this point, why are you coming after me to tell me this? I don't care. I really don't. I just didn't get that at all. They came into my Discord area, onto my server, my general channel, and made a point of telling everyone else there all about what a terrible person I am. But it's not going to change my mind, so why are you... I guess, I mean, the way that they phrased it was aimed at me, but maybe it was actually some sort of passive-aggressive thing where they were trying to, like, make it look like they were addressing me, but really they were addressing anyone else they could find on my server. I don't know. But, man... just like everything blew up today and went completely wrong. And not only that, but a number of other users split off from Marcus, so maybe he was kind of mad about that, but I don't know. They didn't come with me. They went their own way, which is fine, but everyone set up their own server on Discord today as a result of Marcus behaving the way he did, and I don't know. I guess he blames me for all of it, but all I did was leave last night. I just, you know, I said I'm just not interested in talking to you guys anymore, and I left. That was the last that I heard about it, and they didn't leave well enough alone. They've been coming after me all day today, so I hope it stops. Really do. Hang on. Uh-huh. It's too bad you can't be a member of more than one squadron, I think. I mean, you could put a limit on it, but Just more than one. Oh my god, my cat. Cat! She really is very trying. She might be going into heat. No. Okay, that's it. Squadron management is the only thing left. No applications. And this thing, I don't know if it's possible to have a web-based application form, but that would be a neat feature. And of course, as you can see here, we have our director, sub-director, commander, lieutenant, and sub-lieutenant. Now, everyone who's a commander, reaches commander rank, gets to participate in the leader chats, share bookmarks, which everyone can do anyway. Only subdirectors and directors can accept the applications that are posted, and that's more of a stopgap measure for in case there's sort of too many people, or a number of people get applied. I need to appoint subdirectors in order to assist with management tasks, but the idea here is that there's not really any kind of formal structure. That everyone, once you've achieved the commander level, which will likely happen after some arbitrary vetting period of 2 weeks or something, you're able to, you know, invite people and change squadron tags or add to them, I guess is the main idea there. Join the leadership chats and so on. So, limited number of restrictions, and of course there is the main screen I wanted to show, is that we're independent, no power affiliation or faction affiliation, although there is a tendency amongst at least one of the people I have my eye on to join in earnest and in great measure. Hopefully at some point, if they're interested in the exploration aspect, which I think they will be. To come on board with Aisling as the de facto standard, just because the shields are there. The prismatic shields are quite an interesting feature. Okay. And they're only available through Aisling, so she's the kind of the de facto power person that everyone runs to. I've gone back to her a couple times. I favor Felicity Winters for Federation President. And I was not impressed with recent news of Arissa Lavigny-Duval's public executions on the floor of the Imperial Senate. That harkened back to days of ancient Rome. So just a little under 3/4 of a $500 million credits. Well, actually it's over that, but 470 million. So I need to get it. I'm 30 million short of the $500 million mark I was at the high point. So we're in the Minani system, which means that we want to get missions for Engalen. And there are a bunch of assassinations. There's poll data. This is kind of cheap, but it works, and it will give us our I think those are the Galen facing missions. Okay, and we're ready. Yeah, well, anyway. Ah, yes, the terrorist carrier. No, what the fuck? That's an anaconda. It's considered a mission target. So one more ought to do it.
What exactly are you talking about? A server now?
It's very simple. If you go into Elite Dangerous and you start a new game and go to private, does Trium server appear in the list of supported servers? Yes or no?
In the private groups, you mean?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
That's where
no,
you
I
have
don't
to go.
see.
It's where you have to go to join someone else's server. It's where you go to join Spike's server. It's where you go to join anyone else's server. It's where
No, I don't
Marcus's.
have access. The only way somebody has access to your server is if you invite them, or if you have you have it set up so that they can uh, try to join it. You can have it set up where it'll accept only friends, or it'll accept everybody, or it won't accept anybody, and you have to send them a personal invite. But no, I
So,
have no. Oh shit! God damn it!
okay, now I'm confused. What does it mean when the radio button with friends is shaded out? The checkbox says it's not automatically going to let friends in, but what, friends can apply? I don't understand.
Hold on.
Either way, you've been invited to everything at this point. In Squadron, you've been invited to, like, servers, everything. It all has to be tested.
Yeah, I've still only got the normal private groups that I normally have.
Oh, okay, so
So I haven't gotten anything from them.
that's a bunch of bullshit.
Okay, okay, you're talking about the managed private group. You got options of automatically approved quests, friends only, or all player. Then you can disband group, and then you got a back button, that little window that pops up.
Oh, hang on. What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Say that again.
Okay, if you're looking at your friends and private group, and you go into your own group,
Yeah,
you got an option to manage group. If you click on that, a window pops up.
yeah.
It says request setting. Automatically approve request, and then you can toggle that on or off, and then you can decide whether it's for all
So
players or friends only.
really you have to say friends only, because there's no way to invite you. Not specifically. I haven't found one anyway. Like where?
Give me a second.
I mean, I've gone on your thing, on your name under my friends list, and it doesn't fucking do anything. Invite to private group. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, it doesn't say what private group.
It'd be to your personal private group.
Okay, well, then do it.
You cannot add people to other people's private groups.
Okay. Here, we'll put invite to private group. We'll put Delta in there. And then we'll put Chewbacca. We'll put Chiggy.
Okay, so I'm in the main menu screen right now, and I'm in the friends and private groups menu.
Yeah.
If I search you,
Yeah.
Triamagus private group, it tells me you're in the Engalen system, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I can send you a message. When I click on options for you, I send you a message. I can unfriend you. I can invite to private group. I can block player or back.
And what about the groups? Do you see? Okay, but I've invited you. So where's your
I'll
invite?
I'll have to back out of here to.
Well, you've been invited, so go look and see if your invite is there.
Yes, I now have an invite,
Okay.
which I just accepted. So now, okay, so now that I'm in your player group, what is it we're trying to figure out?
Hang on. Invite the private group. Just give me a second here. I'm almost done. We're gonna try building up the count. And here's my big chance to invite Robles Harden. Okay. Friends and private groups. Okay. So what now?
Okay, now that I'm in your private group,
Okay.
what are we trying to do from here now?
Nothing. I just want to make sure that you have access to it. I mean, you can play, I guess, if you're not busy. But you said you're watching The Walking Dead season 300,000.
Season 8, episode 12. But anyway, yeah, I'm just watching that, and I'm messing around with outfittings on different shifts of mine.
Okay.
Not doing too much important, just kind of screwing off.
These people better leave me alone now, because I'm getting pissed off and fed up with their bullshit.
So what are they doing? Are they sending you private messages or something?
Well, like I said, Alpha was doing stuff, and then there's lies and disinformation going around, slander, and I'm just getting sick of the whole thing. Like, when I left that system last night, that was the end of it as far as I was concerned. I wasn't coming back. I had never intended to come back. I've spent the better part of today putting out fires and not getting my fucking work done because of bullshit pulled by Marcus. And when it starts interfering with my work, it pisses me off. So when the workday finally ended today, I posted a lengthy blog article saying, here's what happened for all of those of you with questions, usually the younger people, and here's why I think they're full of shit. Basically, there are two of them that just arbitrarily, all of a sudden, for whatever reason, started editing the conversation that we had just had and saying and telling me what I had just said, which was at variance with my immediately preceding memory of what I had just said, and I'm not fucking senile, stupid, or mentally infirm, so I'm pretty sure I got it right. And once they had started doing that and telling me what I had just said in the re-edited edition, I basically decided, okay, you know what, you guys are, I don't know what the hell you're about, but you're not impressing me right now. You're pissing me off, so I'm just going to leave, and that'll be that. It's clear I'm not welcome here anymore. Now,
I'm kind of curious as to where Marcus, Alpha, and Premier are hanging out, because they're not in Marcus's channel, they're not in Alpha's channel or Premier's channel, which I have access to all of them.
Well, they were hanging out together in Empire at one point.
In where?
In Empire. Not Empire, in Elite. They were all together here. I had actually canceled, I got rid of Marcus's, I defriended him and blocked him.
Farmir is in open play right now in game, but the other two aren't.
That's fine, but that's new. They were all together earlier.
Well, I'm just surprised they're not all on Discord right now, or if they are, they're somewhere.
I really couldn't care less where they are.
I don't have access to.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. There's Alpha Box's Alpha Box, but
Well, I have access to Marcus's page, Alpha's page.
Page? What do you mean, his servers?
Yeah, his Discord.
Yeah, okay.
I have access to Marcus's, Alpha's, Farmir's and Tyloon's Discord channel.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing Marcus and Alpha anywhere in there. So if they're still fucking around being stupid, they're doing it from some other
place
or.
They may be doing it individually. I really don't care. It still ends up being a fire that I have to put out. And then when Alpha came on and made a sarcastic little fucking remark, I went kind of ballistic because I was like, look, you didn't fucking even talk to me about this. You're like making all these conclusions, which means you did talk to Marcus, and Marcus did give you a version of events, and you believed him. So you're not doing the responsible thing as a squad leader or as a leader of any ilk whatsoever, and at least checking with the other person to see what they have to say about it. That's normally what you do when you have two people at odds with one another. You take one person's story, you listen to the other person's story, and you render a judgment based on that and the available evidence. That's not what happened here. What happened here was Alpha came along.
At this point in time, I'm going to simply say, if they send you any more messages or anything, just fucking ignore them. Don't reply. Just delete it. Because it's not worth the headache they're causing now. They're just being spiteful little children.
Well, yeah, but it's partly. Let me finish. It's partly Discord features, which I don't like. I don't like how they're implemented. I can't take lists of things. If someone asks me, what is it that Alpha wrote, like you did, I can't find out after I've banned him. What the hell's up with that? Why can't I go get his message?
You'd probably have to unban him, and I don't know if that would even
bring
back the whole history.
Whatever. It should be much easier than that. It should just be ban, and here's his message, and I'm going to save it somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, when I blocked people, how come, again, it blocks their messages, yes, but if it's in the channel public, everyone else gets a copy of it except me when it's my fucking channel. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Because you block them so that you can't see what they are saying.
Right. If I'm on a third server, that makes sense.
No, that's Discord, period. Your server, somebody else's server,
but I'm also channel manager. Now I can't block
If you block
Marcus.
somebody, you're blocking in and all communications between you and that person.
Yeah. Well, I can't do that anymore with Marcus or Alpha or with any of the other fuckers because the odds are I'll miss something that someone like Gecko who and Niv who came along today, both of whom came into the channel. And they started asking questions. Oh, well, what are you talking about? And that's when I talked to you about it, and you went, oh, yes, there's this message here. Didn't you see it? No, I can't. I blocked it. And then you deleted it so that I couldn't see it again. I couldn't restore it. And I responded by saying, oh, this is really sad, whatever. And then that's what triggered fucking Alpha's, little thing. Because I dared oppose Marcus. So, anyway, it's all a bunch of bullshit. Yes, it is. They are being little children, but I just don't need it. And if they keep...
Marinette 64, is that Niv?
I have no idea who that is. No clue. Never seen them before in my life.
Where are these people...
I don't know.
Where did you put an invite where they're getting... invite?
I have a static invite, because I want... to have static people, not the old crew, but I have to build up a new crew. And I am not letting them dictate to me who I can talk to. Or who I can... If there's someone wants to come on my server and hang out and chat, I feel like that's perfectly legitimate. They should be allowed to. Why should Marcus, Alpha, or anyone else have any say over that, practically speaking? And as long as
Niv is aroused Gecko, so that other person joined your server. That's what I'm trying to figure out who the hell that is.
Niv is also an alias on...
Niv is aroused Gecko. It's the same person. It's just he's just using different names.
Oh, okay. Whatever. So, anyway, this all happened today, and I, again, was putting out fires all day, and I'm not doing it again tomorrow. But then again, I'm also not just, I'm not letting them, impugn my liberty or whatever, or start fucking around. If Marcus comes back, I will record it. I will be the lone person who's allowed to delete it, and I will decide what happens to it. If it goes up the chain to Discord harassment or whoever. But
well, if Marcus finds his way back in your server, just ban his ass.
That would be
done with it.
Well, that's the other thing I might do.
You need to. You got him. You already got him blocked, so he can't directly send you messages.
No, I've already banned. I know, and you said ban Poon and everyone else, but they haven't. Not everyone has put in an appearance.
I'm not saying.
And once again, it's fucking stupid that Discord does not let you ban anyone except those people who have put in a presence and are putting in a presence, an undeleted presence on your server. You should be allowed to ban whoever the hell you want, including users that are just in your list, people who direct messaged you, anyone. You can't. Only people who log into your channel, into your general channel, are you allowed to ban. Or a channel that you have control over. Those are the only people you're allowed to ban. So that's a very weak system. In IRC, for example, you can ban whoever the hell you want. Anyone you can plus, you can minus O or minus I to or minus V to. So I'm very kind of annoyed with that as well. I understand why they've done this, but it should be more fully featured than it is, and it could be, and it should be. Another issue I have with Discord, among the many, is they don't allow you to have more than one Apple device. They won't let you use Authenticator. They won't let you do this. They won't let you do that. Everything has to be run through Google or some third-party tool or something not Microsoft touched or not Apple touched for some reason. I don't know why. But that's the way it goes. So that's the whole story now. You've heard it all here first. Unlike some other people. And yeah, I got promoted by the Empire again. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just nosing around on Marcus's server trying to figure out if there is a way for you to put a ban on.
No, there's no way.
Even though he's not currently on your server.
No. Is Marcus on his own server, or what's he doing?
He is currently showing us being AFK.
Oh, okay.
Dino's playing his game. I'm supposedly playing Elite Dangerous.
Well, Gecko said that, again, said that everyone had gone their own separate ways. Alpha went his way, everyone went, But I don't like the fact that Alpha did what he did. I think it was completely arbitrary, completely fucked up. It surprised me a bit. I thought he was a bit more rational than that. He may have ended He may have just ended the squadron, but that's not what it said. It said specific.
Yeah, I don't know. I never did join his damn squadron.
No.
I'm in no squadrons right now. I'm going to stay that way for a while.
Yeah. Well, I invited you to the one that I control, but
yeah,
that was more of a test than anything. Because I know you don't really want to end up in the Formidine. But I think Marcus would be far better off just sticking to fucking Minecraft and minding his own fucking business, and I don't know why the hell he followed me to start all this.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
I mean, he did follow me. He did do that, and he did make a point of trying to hurt me. I think He wanted to hurt my feelings and make me feel bad. But I didn't give a shit about his opinion. His opinion ceased to matter the moment that he started taking Fermier's side. As soon as that happened, I just didn't care anymore. My only concern became one of you don't have to tell him anything about me that.
No. Well, at this point in time, you left. You're trying to cut ties with them because if they don't want to, well, for whatever reason, you don't want to communicate with them. Fine.
No.
I'm not gonna sit. I don't play the fucking game of he said she said bullshit.
No, I don't, and I don't expect you to. That's not the point. The point.
Well, I'm just saying I won't play that game for you, and I won't play it for them.
No.
I mean, I literally will not play it at all.
I haven't asked you to.
No, you haven't, and if you do, my reply is going to be no. But since all these people are on my channel, maybe I should ping everyone on my fucking channel and just ask, what the fuck are you morons up to now?
Yeah, well.
See how many fucking replies I get.
The only thing I've done...
I don't think I'm even going to go there, because it's just easier.
Well, I mean, I was cognizant of the fact by writing the blog article I may stir shit up again, but, quite honestly...
Do they actually watch your blog or anything?
No, not usually. But, I mean, there's also the Twitter account, and there's also the videos, so... Both of those have references to today's incidents, and I explained, what was wrong with what they were doing, and it needs to stop. For my good, for theirs, for everyone's, it's just childish and stupid and inappropriate, and I want it to stop, and that's it. That's all I want right now out of those people. I never had intended to go back. I really didn't. It was gone by, fuck you, and I'm never coming back. And, I didn't say those things to them, but that was, I just said, okay, well, I'm obviously not wanted here. And then Marcus suddenly has this message about Crybaby and all the insults that he sent, and this afternoon. And I tossed and turned a little bit about reading the whole message, and then when I did, I was kind of sorry because it's kind of sad to see that, he's that pissed off. All that I get out of that message is that he's really pissed off that I won't come back to his server or refuse to. And it doesn't matter what he says, and it didn't matter what he said. I told you that last night. I'm not interested in going back to his server. He's not a stable individual. He has racist views. He's got issues with. He seems to have some anti-Semitic element to his personality, and he also said that stuff to Obsidian Ant about. Months ago, which I wasn't aware of, about. He didn't say it to Obsidian Ant. He said it to some other. Yeah, I realized that. Some other people on there in Obsidian Ant. Once he logged in and was updating what happened, he just banned Marcus from his Discord server. Yeah, Marcus didn't really have too many ill things to say about Obsidian Ant himself, so I thought, oh, okay, that makes sense. No, the problem was he started mouthing off. Well, a bunch of them actually started mouthing off to another in-game player group. Yeah. And it basically it devolved from there. And it had something to do with cancer, and their wishing that they had died slowly of cancer and whatever else. And it was just like, are you serious? Do you actually do this? You try to hurt people that you feel slighted by in some way just because? And apparently that is an element in his personality. And as I told you earlier today, those warning signs were evident, and I blame myself for that. But that is as far as it goes. The rest of this shit I don't really need, and I don't know what it is about it. It's a typical troll maneuver. To become obsessed like that and start following people around and say and slander them to other people and get them kicked out of player associations and whatnot. And I've never had that happen before, not to this degree. But
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on in his head, but
as many things as I have supposedly wrong with my personality, I've never had this much hay blow up. I mean, he's talking about me being alone because apparently you and I aren't friends, and apparently Spike and I aren't friends. I just spoke with Spike, actually. He's
well,
fine.
Spike tried talking to me a couple hours ago, but I wasn't actually here at my computer when he
Yeah,
messaged me. By the time I got back, he already logged off.
yeah, he's logged off now, but I don't know. He didn't seem unusually pissed off with me or anything. So I don't know. And then just 2 days ago, I had been speaking to him before that too. So Marcus's fantasies about whether or not I'm losing friends outside of this. Well, I didn't have apparently many friends on his server anyway. Marcus was supposed to be the only one, and as I said, there should have been warnings. There were warning signs there that sort of pointed to him being not a very good source for friendship. But I ignored them. I set them aside. And he comes across in that message as being the one who took pity on me and became my friend because I didn't have anyone else. And I'm like, it's so sad that you just don't see what the reality of what you're talking about is. You have no idea, like none at all. So, and he's no doubt telling other people about it, but whether or not they believe him is their issue. It's not mine. I could care less. All that matters is just stop following me around. Don't talk to me. You don't have to post messages in my Discord or do anything like that. Just get the hell lost and get away from me. That was the point of last night. That's all I want. Do it. And that was the point at the open of today's message in Elite as well. Besides which, I've had a really good time in Elite. I did get attacked by an anaconda. Was the only down point. And I'm in a python. And as hard as I tried, I could not move the frickin' Hotaz fast enough to get me to fight this anaconda, which I'm pretty sure I would have been able to. So I had to run away because I didn't have weapons power available anymore to shoot at the anaconda with. And it had depleted almost all my shields, and it had started eroding my hull, got it down to 82%, and then I was out of range. And my engines are fast enough to outrun anything that the anaconda had, so whatever.
Was this an NPC or another player?
No, NPC. This was a mission target, actually.
That would explain a lot. The mission targets are actually buffed up quite a bit compared to random pirate NPC. So yeah, they're going to do a lot of damage. Your weapons are going to hit hard, and they're going to cause all kinds of status debuffs to you.
Yeah, but I mean, I have an anaconda in the region nearby I could turn to if I really wanted to kill the mission target, but I just went into the starbase. And now I stand ready to go get my Imperial courier. Or Imperial Clipper? Yeah, I think it's a Clipper. The courier's a small one, right? The Clipper's a medium one, and the Cutter's a very big one.
Sounds about right.
Okay, so anyways, it's the middle one that I'm after. The one you get at Baron. So I'm just about to do the Baron promotion mission, and then and I've got some television to watch tonight, and then I've got to go to sleep again because I have to get up early tomorrow. After today's antics, I have a lot of work to do. A hell of a lot of work to do, actually. That's the thing that sucks the most, is that, Great Britain, you wake up in the morning, Great Britain's already been awake for 4 hours, and sure enough, Marcus has been doing shit for 4 hours behind your back. He doesn't have a job that he has to go to do, so... So how the hell are you supposed to deal with that? Anyway, it's pretty terrible. Got all these stupid alarms. Like my laptop here was going in the background, going beep, beep, beep with the Discord beep until I finally closed Discord on it. It was like, okay, I really cannot listen to that anymore. It drives me nuts. Anyway, hopefully message has gotten across. Tell everyone to leave me alone if you are talking to anyone, and everything will be fine.
Well, it might just be best to let them sit there and stew. As long as they're not getting any kind of reply, they'll give up.
Yeah, well, I just can't have myself disassociated from any more player associations or any more bullshit like that. Because that was completely uncalled for. Completely. How it would have worked, I honestly don't know. But it was 2 months away as well. It was at the, we're looking at May before Distant Worlds 2 is over with. Now I'm not going to wait till May. Now I'm just going to go out there at the end of March, one way or the other.
You just go out there and do your own damn thing.
Well,
be in a group to do it.
You don't have to be, but I'd like to have 4 or 5 people. But I'm just as content to do it myself if need be. But I'm pretty sure there's got to be 5 players out there that are interested in the Formidine enough to join me to go do this. I'm betting. We'll see if that bet pays off. At the moment, the squadron is looking kind of empty, but it takes some time to sort of master the skills. I made a lot of those options generic inside the squadron. Oh, you'll love the names I picked. I picked director, sub-director, commander, lieutenant, and sub-lieutenant as being the ranks. So, I'm the director. Director Trium. Like Rogue One, Director Krennic. Do not be overtaken so by your ambition too much, Director Krennic. Nope! Someone just messaged me here. Hang on. Resume. Who is it? It's Jonas of the Jonas Brothers.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not. Yeah, and I let it so that players can leave posts and do things and communicate, so there'll be none of that problem that you had with communications.
Had problems with communications?
In the squadron that you were a part of? Remember? You felt like they didn't want
that
you.
one that I made just to experiment, then I destroyed it like 2 days later.
Is that it? Okay. Whatever.
I just made it just to screw around. I was just checking it out.
What Spike needs is he really needs, since he's on this elite career path into the asteroids and Thargoids, he needs to have a squadron that's devoted to either or both of those two things. Probably both would be ideal.
That's kind of what the squadron he's got now is kind of geared for. He made it, and he's got Pelkey in there. I was in there, and it's like, I don't need to be in any squadrons. I don't participate in anything anyway, so I just dropped out of it.
What do you think of the name that I picked called the Formidiners?
Well, it makes it sound like the Formidine Rift is probably going to be one of your
main goals. It is, actually.
Attractants.
Yeah. So we call ourselves the Formidiners. At least that's what I've called it until someone comes forward with a better name.
The Frequent Flyers Club.
Yes, the Mile High Club. The Mile High Club. Guess what that one's for? It's a secret.
I think I need to go see if food. think I'm gonna drop out of chat and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Have a good one.
Talk to you soon. Launch. Well, we have to. Never mind. Director clinic.
Released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Director clinic. Okay. Engage engines all ahead flank.
Frameshift drive charging.
The Class 2 gas giant.
Incoming mission critical message. Under attack. Flight assist off.
Where are the police ships, by the way?
Flight assist off.
And now we are at the terrorist carrier. There is an election here on the terrorist carrier. Perhaps the former terrorist carrier.
Incoming message.
Now that I'm the kingmaker of this system, I have more influence than everybody else. Da, 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 da. Oh my God. $72 animal meat for the Imperial Navy. Sure, what the hell. 3 jumps, eh? Chainsaw Sam. Oh, he's wanted. Well, that's too bad.
All integrity compromised.
What the hell is going on here? Why am I not... Oh.
Under attack. Warning, taking heat damage. Target shields online.
Can't even do that right. Well, Mr. Heatsink, you go by. Why I couldn't scan his drive, I don't know. It doesn't make much fucking sense.
Cannot comply.
Of course it can't.
Alpha Romeo Zero. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau is pleased to have you at this facility. Please enjoy your stay. Request denied. You must decrease your range and resubmit your request. Approval is granted. Proceed at your earliest convenience to pad 08.
Landing gear deployed.
Touchdown confirmed. Please shut down all systems. Welcome, Commander. are now cleared for takeoff.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
You are
Frameshift
clear
drive
of the port
charging.
perimeter. Have a pleasant journey, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, maximum capacity.
They will be forced to respond to aggressive actions. For peace of mind, please store short weapons.
Docking coupler disengaged. Regulate your speed until free of station perimeter.
Retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
You are now clear of station perimeter. We hope you have a safe journey.
4, 3, 2. Frameshift drive charging. detected. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Incoming message.
What? I am Commander Lord Baron Trium, First Baronet. First Baronet of Cannon Market. Actually, it'd be Lord Commander, wouldn't it? Yes, Lord Commander Trium, 1st Baronet of Cannon Market. Okay, everyone, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you once again for watching. It is 3:15:37 Zulu on 5th March 3305 at Miles Van der Rohe's claim. I believe we are in the Mainland sector. Let's just have a look here. Main Nanani system. I was created Lord Commander Trium, 1st Baronet of Cannon Market, and that gives us access to the Clipper. So, now we have to head back to Shinrar to Desra. That will happen likely tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Thanks again so much for watching. Very much appreciated. And don't forget to click subscribe or like, as the case may be, where appropriate in the YouTube interface. For more information, consult our Twitter site at twitter.com/Commander CMDR _Trium. Fly safe, Commanders.